Now I am going to explain the fundamentals of screen printing. That is, screen printing fundamentals include using a stencil on a mesh screen to transfer ink onto a surface with a squeeze. Key steps that is involved: creating the stencil, that is which can be done with light sensitive emulsions or other methods, then using a squeeze to push ink through the open parts, that is of the mesh, onto a substrate like fabrics, that is paper, plastics or metal. Each color that is in a design requires a separate screen, and the print is that is that is with heat to set the ink. That is core components of the process. Stencil, that is a design is created on a mesh screen by making that is certain areas impermeable to ink. This can be done using light sensitive emulsion that is exposed and that is washed away, or by physically blocking the screen, a frame with a that is fine mesh which holds the stencil in place. Different mesh counts and that is are used depending on the design's details level. Listen each and every points. Squeeze, a rubber blade that is moved across the screen to force ink through the open areas of the mesh onto the substrate below. That is substrate, the material that is being printed on, which can be fabric, paper, wood, plastics or glass. Ink, various types of ink can be used, such as that is plastisol, that is water based, or discharge ink, that is with the choice impacting the final look and durability. That is what is the key principles. One color, that is per screen. For multicolor designs, a separate screen and stencil must be created for that is each color. Printing techniques, thus that is squeeze first, that is floods the screen with ink, and then a second, that is pulling scroll, that is pushes the ink through the mesh and onto the substrate, that is as the screen touches the material at the point of contact. Curing, after printing, the ink is often heat cured to make it permanent and durable. So listen carefully, apply here. Thank you very much. Like and subscribe.